It was nice being written off, and it made it that bit sweeter than when we won it.
I was only saying after, I can't really remember much of it happening, but I remember catching it and just running a few steps, and then I just really looked up and realised it was open, and just the goal screamed out for me, I don't know.
We're absolutely buzzing going into a quarter final in Croke Park. It's not a stage, and many of us have played it. In fact, I think there may be only 2 or 3 that have played at that stage.
We are 2 games away from the All-Ireland final. Now that's kind of scary, isn't it, when you put it like that? And we have a massive match coming up, the quarter final, which we know we are going to be hugely competitive in. And I'm saying to you what I said to the last team I was with. We hit form for those 6 weeks and hold our form. Where can this bring us? Who knows? We have a young team with outrageous energy now, and our confidence levels are soaring after the Connacht Final. So we could do anything, lads, if you stay at it now.
The good thing was it was a brilliant performance overall. Well, a brilliant win, maybe not a brilliant performance. To win a Connacht Final when you're underdogs by 9 points, as I said after the game, was magnificent. But when you look at the tape and you realise, you know, the goal chances that we squandered and the amount of wides we kicked, I think we kicked 13 wides, 9 in the first half, 7 in a row. So to win a game against a quality side like Galway and still have so much to work on was very, very pleasing for us. We could have won that game by a lot more if we executed in front of goal a little bit better. So maybe we're better off we didn't, because we really showed the boys the tape and said, lads, we have a lot of work to do, because as the levels go up, we will not get away with this again.
I searched high up and I searched low down, and outside of this group and our supporters, I could find nobody who said we'd win today, and yet we're the champions. Now, I said to you many months ago, you would have to fight for every inch of respect. We are going to show the country today now that we're good enough, that we're here on merit and we know what we're about. So the honour falls to us now, as Roscommon people, our supporters, our families, our friends. They wanted 1 fucking tall lads in this stadium. Come on, boys. Fed up sneaking out the back door. So every fucking inch you have in your bodies, I want to see you today. Come on! No fucking retreat! Let's go! Let's go!
He's got the first point. Oh! I'm not sure he was going for a goal, probably a point. But he's got 3 points instead. He's got to kill on! This is going to be one of those days for Roscommon.
I get a great sense that we got the 2-2 or whatever, and everybody started to sit back and admire their work. Why can we not get the kick-out sorted? Why are you missing people on the kick-out? Why are you missing people on the kick-out? And why are you missing people on the kick-out? Because you're not minding your jobs. This is the crucial half. Imagine to be within 2 points of Mayo with 35 minutes to play. We have the youth, we have the legs, we have the energy, and all they're looking at outside is 6 games in 6 weeks now at this stage. It's well within us, but you have to ask questions. You cannot stand back. You have to go out, Finton, and make it happen. Now let's get stuck into it. Let's do this. Come on. Leave it in. Yes.
It's now going to be Donny Smith, who's coming up to take the responsibility here. Can he make it? They're a point behind. It's hanging in the air. It's moving in there, and he's got it! What a point! Donny Smith has done it for Roscommon, levelled up the game. They're going to have to do it all over again. It has finished level here at Croke Park in this All-Ireland football quarter-final.
Just focus on the connection, and look, if it goes wide, it goes wide, but make sure you get plenty of distance on it. Like, it was a long way out, so for a minute I thought it was short, and I saw Shea going up for it. I thought, oh, he's going to catch it, but it just went over him.
I don't know what to think of the whole thing. I'm delighted for the... I don't know. Crazy game.
Look, both teams could have won it in the end, I suppose, but we'll take the draw now at this stage. Finton's claiming he got the best goal, but I don't know about that. Look, we have another battle ahead now in a week's time, so we look forward to that.
You're doing this, look. That's what you're at. put pressure on. Come on, we're playing fucking Monday, lads.
I think it's great for us. I said it to the media guys afterwards. You know, obviously Mayo would have wanted badly to win that game and get a couple of weeks rest, but like, it was a huge game for us. Only one guy had played in the quarterfinals before, and I don't think he played in front of 66,000 people with that sort of an environment. So we didn't play well. Like we were good in spurts, and then you know. But that's what pressure does to you, and that's what happens when you're playing against a top team like Mayo. But I would be very confident that we'll be a little bit more composed and a little bit better, especially up front and in front of goal. I thought we rushed some things at times, and you know it hurt us a little bit. But great experience, showed great heart in the end, and you know I'd be very confident, as I said, that we'd be a lot better the next day.
The ball. Great balls in, lads.
Keep that up. You're the ball. On the tape, we saw fellas trying to go where they wanted to go, and a Mayo man coming up there and stopping them from making the runs. You got to rip them and get to where you want to go. Is that true? Yeah. It happened.
On Jeremy's hand pass over the bar. Who wants to talk through that one? Come on, Enda.
Second half.
Yeah, you fucking went to cut to the back post, and Keegan came up and just did that to you and held you back. And then you got all passive and let him walk by. Come on.
You go straight through him.
Mayo are at that all the time inside. They're trying to fucking
walk across you.
Walk across you, and they're at all the time, Mac and David. Yeah. All the time, that's all they're at. One lad fucking sets the screen, and the other lad goes, and then when he goes, he comes again.
We've made some manipulations, lads, to try and suit this team. We're hoping that it will work. But we could not go into this game the same way as we went in, because they're planning to try and take advantage of us, all right? From my experience, that's the only way it works for you as an individual and as a team.
Look, tactics, you have to go with it. Disappointment, but look, looking forward to getting in. Hopefully be able to build on it when we get in there.
All the boys seem good and comfortable. They seem to have adapted now to what we're trying to do, you know, with the adjustments that we've made. So we've talked to the guys, obviously, in the team. Seem to be okay about it. They seem to understand what we're trying to do. You know, obviously we're trying to finish strong.
They're talking about half time, but look, we'll play it by ear and see. Look, if lads are going well, it's going to be hard to change them, you know.
I need to see a fucking outrageous first quarter backed up by an even stronger second quarter, so that when we come in here now at half time, we're in an excellent position and we've really emptied it and said two things: tempo and intensity. We have worked so hard, lads, to get ourselves into this position. We drew with Galway, we fucking hammered Galway, we drew with Mayo, and we're going to take them out today and we're going to finish them. Is that understood now? Yeah. I'm going to say this, lads, to finish it. Last week was our moral victory. And that's okay, I buy that. But there's no fucking moral victories today. There's only one thing, the fucking win. The big fucking W, do you understand? Yes. So there's to be no standing back. There's been ferocious honesty. Will you please bring that honesty out to the field and finish it off?
Jim, it's still McLaughlin. It's still McLaughlin. Chance of a goal here. To 60 seconds. Keith Higgins, still Higgins. It's another goal here. Oh. That is magical. At half time, it's Mayo 3-8, Roscommon 4 points.
Lads, we've got to keep playing now. You hear me? Everyone keep fucking playing. We have to bring more urgency to it all. That's the only thing. More urgency. All the time. Okay, Johnny? Keep more urgency. Keep doing what we're doing. Just keep fucking at it, lads. Keep at it.
That jersey now means something, doesn't it? Yes. Yeah. It's fucking hard to mean now, but we fucking throw this fucking ball in. Forget about the fucking score. The score doesn't matter a fuck. This jersey matters fucking something, right? Every fucking last one. Come on, lads. Every fucking last one. Right, lads?
There's another one for Diarmuid Murtagh. Doesn't work. Diarmuid O'Connor lets it off to his brother. Bang, corner of the net. They've got a fourth, and it's a rout.
It was pretty somber, to be honest. I suppose we hadn't experienced that sort of atmosphere since the league, when we were kind of getting well bet in a few league games, so we hadn't experienced it in a while. Everyone was in the dressing room, and initially you're just you're thinking about yourself and what did you do, and then very little talk about the game. It was just about seeing where we go from this.
I suppose we would have been confident enough going into it because we felt, although we performed in the first game, we still had scope for a lot of improvement, and maybe had we not let in the first goal in the first game, things might have gone differently.
It's always a bit of a sour taste when you suffer a bad defeat to finish off with, but I suppose when you have to look across and see the Connacht Final win and better days, even the first day against Mayo, I think overall we have to be positive about the season.
It was a learning curve definitely for myself and the team, but you want to be playing against that calibre team and player every day you go out. That's the only way you can improve. So I think the whole as a panel and even the management, they'll all learn from that, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes next year.